Welcome to Great Northern Down Under Tour Part 5. In the last video we were switching at Havre and we set out all the cars that had to go there, and we picked up all the cars that were in those places. So now the train has been turned so that we have the loco at the west end and the caboose down at the east end, and all we have to do now is put these cards into the relative boxes and pick out the cards for the cars we've picked up. So we take the last one, which was the green and orange box car. It went to dock 5. These are the boxes for the industries. Now number 5 is on the end, and we picked up the box car and we replace it with the box car. This box car is going to Columbia Grain at Portland, and it's got bagged barley. So this will go to the train. We will do the same with all the other cars on the train. So now we have all the cards for the cars that we've picked up and are in the train. We'll put these together. And the caboose. We add the clip, which the conductor now carries, and the dispatcher has given us go ahead to use the main line to get back to Shelby Yard. So we're now leaving Havre. Sound the bell coming into the yard. We will now disconnect the loco, and it will go back towards the roundhouse, take on water or more oil, fuel oil if required. So once disconnected, that can go on its way. Our switcher will now pick up the 3 cars that are in the yard that are going to St. Paul and collect 2 from the train and put the caboose in the caboose track. So he's got the switcher is ready to go and sort the cars of the train that has just come in, and then it will come back, pick up those 3 cars. The Peabody car, it doesn't normally sit on the layout. It's returned from a clinic where it was a nice bright shiny yellow, and I gave a clinic on weathering with an airbrush, so you can see it's there. It's still got plastic wheels and Accumate couplers, which are not the best. They don't like connecting with anything else. So our switcher will come back and connect the 4 cars. She's connected, she's now ready to do the switching. In a previous video you saw how we switched the yard, made up the trains, so I'll abbreviate the switching in here. Two grey covered hoppers are the ones we require to go on the through train to St Paul. So we'll put these with the other cars. We'll put the 2 cars which will be going to Seattle into the other track. Now we're almost ready for the through train. Pick up our 5 cars and the car cards and way bills that go with them, and we're ready and waiting for the train. When there are 5 or 6 people operating on the layout, things are a lot busier in the yard, so there's always plenty going on. So we take our cars, we're going to put our cars out in the interchange track and wait there with the switcher. We have 5 cars, so when the train comes in it will give us the first 5 cars on the train and take these 5 cars. That way there's a bit of control on the length of trains and they'll sit in the staging yard and passing sidings without any difficulties. Our train is coming in from Seattle. He's going down the main line. Normally with two people operating, one is driving the mainline train and one will look after the switcher. So two actions will take place at once. Now the switch is going to go out onto the main line. Collect the caboose, put it on the back of the 5 cars and put them on the back of the train. For those who are interested, the loco that brought the train in from Havre has a WOW version 3 decoder. The switcher is running with a version 2, and the main line train that came in is running a Tsunami. That should keep everyone happy. As I say, normally when the yard master is doing the switching at this end, the driver of the mainline loco has unhooked the front 5 cars, pulled forward and then dropped them back onto the interchange track. We have another cameraman down there and he's taking the videos down that end. Our mainline loco has now unhooked the first 5 cars and he's ready to pull away. It's clear of the turnout. The powerman has changed the turnout to allow him back. And here she comes. Drifting in the yard. Our Malay is coming back to take its train and we'll carry on to St. Paul. We're ready to go. So while the cameraman was moving, the train sat there while they pumped up the air, which is normally a count of 3 per car. So So now the mainline train is on its way to St. Paul. We'll go back to the yard and we'll see the switcher pick up the cars that were dropped off, and then, as we did in the previous video, it will then classify them to go to the different towns on the subdivision.